Haven is a safe place that helps advocate for individuals who are getting abused. It could be verbal abuse, physical abuse, or emotional abuse. A PPO is a personal protection order, also known as a PPO, that helps protect you against people that might be abusing you. A PPO costs nothing. It is free to file. It tells the person that there are certain things they cannot do. They can't follow you. They can't contact you, whether that's by email, texting, phone. They can't go to church or other places that you may go. And they must stay away from you. That's all the things that a personal protection order protects you against. It tells the person that you're fed up with their abuse and you will not accept it anymore. It doesn't always stop the abuse from continuing to happen. If that person ignores the personal protection order, there are some other things you can do to protect yourself. If you need more protection, maybe you could change the locks on your door. That might be a good idea. Change your email, change other ways that they contact you. If you have other questions, you can call Haven's PPO office. The number is 248-858-0203. It supports services for people who live in Oakland County. If you need to use TTY or video phone, we have that as well. If you want a personal protection order, you can call Haven's office of Oakland County, or you can go to the court. They have advocates that will help you fill out the paperwork. You can contact the office and tell them that you need an interpreter, and the court will provide one for you. The Haven PPO office is a great place to go because they have advocates there who will help you fill out the paperwork. And it could take a very long time to fill out this paperwork, 1 or 2 hours. When you're finished with the paperwork, then it gets discussed by the court, and there's a judge that decides whether the PPO is needed or not. And it could take up to 2 hours more for them to decide this after you're done with the paperwork. So you have to be very patient. Once it's approved, then the court will hand it to the person who the protection order is against. You don't need to hand it to yourself. That is not a safe thing to do. You might be able to have a family friend do it. If you don't feel comfortable or you don't have anybody who wants to hand over the paperwork, you can have a police officer deliver it to the person who the protection order is against. But you need to understand that if you have a police officer do it, you will need to pay for a cop to have it sent. If a person does not listen to the protection order and they continue to try to contact you, you need to call the police. If you have a personal protection order against someone, it's important for you to understand that you cannot contact them, visit them, meet with them. You have to have no contact at all. The protection order applies to you and that person. If that person continues, a personal protection order only lasts for 1 year. You will need to continue to apply for it every year. It is not a continuous thing. If you want to get a personal protection order, it's important that you will need to bring documentation of all the different times that you got abused. You will have to try to remember and write down as much information as you can about the abuse that was happening. Make a list if you need to of what happened. If your PPO gets approved, maybe it would make that person angry, and you might be worried about children that you have and about them getting hurt. You can file with the court to have a limited visitation time for your children if you're worried about that. Haven does have advocates that will help you figure out that paperwork and will help you with your personal protection order questions. You can contact Haven's office. Again, that number is 248-858-0203. And ask for the Haven Personal Protection Order Advocate.